So she had always been short and fat and slightly bent. Her face was a crisscross wrinkles running from everywhere. Whole body was full of wrinkles. The skin is with wrinkles. No, we were certain she had always been as we had known her. You see, we were certain she had been always. She had been always. We had known her. What is the meaning? She had been the same from the day I knew her. That means in the first paragraph it is told that Khushwant Singh was 20 years old. So from last 20 years, our grandmother was the same as she is now. There was no change in her body. That is the beauty. Tomorrow you will be with wrinkles. Amia, don't think that you will be always like that. After 1 year, there will be little more wrinkles. Some hair will be falling down, isn't it? 1 year means a period of time. Here, the grandmother is for 20 years, same. Old, so terribly old that she could not have grown older and had stayed at the same age for 20 years. How beautifully Khushwant Singh has written, applying science here. Can you, my dear science students, my dear Einsteins, can you bring out any scientific term, any scientific term matching to this literature word? Her age is for 20 years same. She cannot be old further. Understood? Do you follow? 20 years ago, she was like this. After 20 years, she is like the same. If she goes for next 20 years, she will be like that. You cannot see any change in her. About her age and growth, can you show me, tell me any scientific term? Voice is not there, you can type it there. Those who know, let me know. How many? Tick, number 1, isn't it? Countdown. Can you, my dear Einsteins, if you can't be an Einstein, change your name. Can you attach a scientific term? Sing with one word, the whole sentence is meaningful. Only one word is there. Clue. Only one word is there. Rahul. One word is there. Rashid. One word, the whole meaning will be coming there. Can you tell me that science word? Anyone? John Joss? Tell me the word. It is very shameful that an old man of English should teach you science. Go and ask your science teachers. Show this sentence. Show this sentence and ask, sir, madam, what is the one word for this sentence? Joseph are told in science there is one word. Saturation. Saturated water, isn't it? Sugar water, isn't it? Once the sugar is mixed there, maximum, then as much sugar you do, that sugar will not be saturated, mixed there in the water, because its saturation capacity is over. Have you heard this word, Malavika? No.
Yes, sir.
If you didn't hear, you go and refer the dictionary. Saturation. The sugar is melted in the water or mixed in the water. There is a fixed level. After that, sugar will not be mixed in the water. That will be unsaturated particle will be there at the bottom of the glass. In this way, why this grandmother is seen same? Author says, now if she lives 100 years more, her physical growth reached up to the saturation level. Now no more wrinkles will come. Now no more she can become old anymore. Did you get the idea? That is why for the last 20 years, I see my grandmother same. Niranjan, do you get the point? Saturation in English. English is a subject where the whole world merges. The whole world merges only in one subject. English. Go and study English. English will teach you physics. English will teach you chemistry. English will teach you mathematics. English will teach you the languages. If you study physics, what you will study? Only the principles of physics. Isn't it? Nothing other than that. If you go in chemistry, what you will study? Only sulfuric acid or hydrogen peroxide. Isn't it? Nothing other than that. If you study mathematics, what will you study, Rahul? Only plus one, plus minus, division, subtraction, all these things, multiplication, isn't it? Or square root, all these things you will study. But if you study English, it is there everything. It is there everything. You see, the saturation is over there. Old, she is very old. She is 100 years old. Terribly old, Rim. Terribly old. Terribly old.
Yes, sir.
That she could not have grown again. Saturation is over. Saturation is over. That is why Josie sir says he is the most handsome man. He cannot grow more. Understood? My growth is over. This will be like that always. My grandmother, like your grandmother, was an old lady. So old, so terribly old, that she could not have grown again older. Had stayed. Anila, are you following me?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Yes, okay. Okay. So, had these fellows may follow because they were hearing this sound for last 3-4 years, isn't it? That is why I'm asking you people. They are fed up with the sound, isn't it, Samya? Fed up with the sounds. Okay. So, had stayed at the same age for 20 years. She was same. Marin, she was same for 20 years. She could never have been pretty, you see. She could never have been pretty. How can she become beautiful more than this? The maximum. You people think that you are the most beautiful ones. Oh, there are some people who are proudly says, what an ahambhavam it is, isn't it? Oh, I am the most beautiful. I am the most beautiful. Here, Kushwant Singh says, my grandmother is beautiful. Maximum. Now she cannot become more beautiful. How beautiful she is. She could never have been pretty, saturated level of beauty. I am using that word. The saturated level of beauty she reached. The saturated level of growth she reached. But she was always beautiful. In her pretty younger age, Jyoti, in her pretty younger age, grandmother was beautiful. And she could not be more than this. You see, let me say in short, my grandmother was so beautiful. My grandmother was so beautiful. You see, she hobbled about an unsteady walk because of her age. Hobbled, walk unsteadily. She hobbled about the house in spotless white, with one hand resting on her waist to balance her stoop, and the other telling the beads of her rosary. You see, Kushwant Singh is bringing in front of you the right picture of his grandmother. He told us about her beauty. Now again he brings out her physical structure, how it is. You see, she hobbled about in the house, about the house. She was walking in the house. Here and there, you will see her presence here and there. How? In spotless white. In spotless white. Pure white color. So beautifully. With one hand resting on her waist like this, because she is half bent. You see, half bent. So she kept her one hand on her waist. You bring your grandmother in front of your eyes. One. And right hand she was carrying a rosary. Rosary. A Rudraksha. In some may think. Christians may think about rosary. Brothers may think about rosary. A chain of prayer, isn't it? A chain used to count the number of prayers. That is what is called rosary. So, half bent, keeping one hand at the back as a support, and right hand she carried a rosary and she was praying. In this posture, she was moving in the house. Grandmother was moving in the house. You see now, her silver locks, you see how beautiful it is. You see, Buddha, silver lock. Silver lock. Buddha Devi is locking his house with a silver lock. But our grandmother's silver lock is hanging behind her head. Silver lock, gray hair. Gray hair. Beautiful. Some are thinking that gray hair is not beautiful. If it is purely white, it is more beautiful than your black hair. If the grandmother has pure white hair, lock means hair, that would be very much beautiful than your black hair. Khushwant Singh says, see, Amma is coming, half bent, keeping the left hand on the waist, holding the rosary, and you see her beautiful white hair. Not a single black hair is there, purely 100% white. How beautiful it is. How beautifully Khushwant Singh caricatures, draws the figure of his grandmother. Her silver locks were scattered untidily at the back of her head. Jyoti, at the back of her head, it is untidily lying. Her silver locks were scattered untidily over her pale, puckered face. Both are same meaning, on her pale face. And her lips constantly moved in inaudible prayer. She was reciting some prayer. Sound is not coming out. If you look at your grandparents, you may see while they were sitting, they were saying some prayers. Their lips will be moving. You see here, grandmother was praying the rosary every minute, but it is not heard. The lips were moving. Yes, she was beautiful. Yes, she was beautiful. In that picture, see how beautiful my grandmother. She was like the winter landscape in the mountains. Underline. She was like the winter landscape in the mountains, an expanse of pure white serenity, breathing peace and contentment. You see, Khushwant Singh's language, see, he compares the white hair of grandmother, or he compares the grandmother who is fully white as a landscape of mountains, winter landscape. What is the meaning of winter landscape, my dear G.S. Joseph? Malavika Vipin? I was waiting for you people. Where are my new children? Sanjana? So, what is the meaning of winter landscape in the mountains? In European countries or in a winter season, there will be white clouds or snow on the mountain. In this way, in the background, when mother stands, she is like an ice mountain, ice hill. She is represented by snow at the background of a mountain. Such a beautiful, you see, to see this cloud, to see this snow, to see this mountain, you are going to Ooty, you are going to Munnar, you are going to Paris, you are going to some other places. The same thing is near to you. You see, you people are very eager to go to Adirapalli, isn't it? Adirapalli, isn't it? For what purpose? To see, Naranjan, for what we are going for Adirapalli? To Adirapalli? To see the waterfalls, isn't it? What is waterfall? What is water? Science students, what is water? H2O, isn't it? Hey, H2O is water, isn't it? Am I right? H2O is water, isn't it? 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen, mix it, you will get water. You take at home 1 bucket full of water. You take in a mug and pour down. Waterfall is there. What is the difference between this water and that water? Naureen, is there any difference? My dear Naureen, why are you spending that much thousands of money to see that water? That water and this water is same. You tell your mama, Mama, pour the water and pour down here. You are seeing Adirapalli there at home. And to see this same H2O, you are going to that place, calling a taxi and carrying all the paraphernalias. Chicken biryani, mutton biryani, all these things and everything. And you are traveling such a long distance, Lakshmi, to see H2O there. And the same science students study in chemistry, H2O is water, water everywhere. In Indian Ocean is also H2O. In Pacific Ocean is also H2O. In Atlantic Ocean is also H2O. In America also H2O. Amen. Don't spend unnecessarily money. Near your neighborhood, very good hills are there. Rubber plantation is there. Very good hills and trees are there. In order to see trees, you are going to Munnar, going to Uti. Oh, botanical garden. I want to see botanical garden, isn't it? What is biology students? Botanical garden. Botany. And what is botany? Study of plants, isn't it? Around you, you don't know anything about the plants and trees nearby. And you are going to see them. Trees there. First of all, study your surrounding plants. What is the botanical name of the plants nearby at home, in your campus, in your compound? Then you go to somewhere else. Your house itself, your compound itself is a botanical garden. There are number of flies there, number of plants there, number of grass there. Go and search, find out the botanical name. Here, our, you can go, no problem. You can go to your Kodaikanal, go and see. I say, both are same. Here Khushwant Singh says, I don't want to go to Himalayas to see the beauty of the serenity of the Himalayan seas, because if I look at my grandmother, I can see the beauty of the landscape of a winter season. If I keep my grandmother towards the wall represents the hill. And the color of my grandmother is snow. I can imagine. You don't have imagination, you want reality. When I was studying in class 9 and 10, very many years ago, my science teacher taught me, my dear, suppose this is a test tube. What is this one? Suppose this is a test tube. We didn't go to any lab or anything. This is our science. And we could understand that. We did not ask anything. From seeing the finger, we could understand that a test tube is round in shape. It has some length. If I show you, if I tell you, Gaya, suppose this is a test tube. Gaya will tell me, what? Suppose, sir, this is a finger. This is a finger. This is not a test tube, isn't it? We did not ask anything. We accepted. So the idea, concept entered into our brain. Clear now? We could understand that a test tube is round in shape. It has length. Khushwant Singh could enjoy the beauty of Himalayas when he looked at his grandmother. She was so beautiful, Lakshmi. She was pretty young. This is the grandmother of Khushwant Singh. John Philip has planned to go to Adirapalli next week. That is cancelled now. He understood there is no meaning of spending money. Okay. So, she was like the winter landscape in the mountains. An expanse of pure white serenity. Serenity means the maximum clarity, maximum purity. In other words, spiritually pure. Serenity, serenity of mind, clear thoughts, clarity, breathing peace and contentment. Contentment means satisfaction. She is happy. That is you see, the last two words you attend, secret of her beauty. She was peaceful in her mind. She was content. She has contentment. She had satisfaction. These are the two things needed for beauty, not Nash, rouge, and lipstick. Is it this? That words are there? Nash is there. Nash, rouge is there. Rouge is there. That I know. Just to make a rhyming where I made Nash rouge, Naurin, Nash rouge. Okay, Nash rouge lipstick. Beautifying things. And you are using the Timingalam Chardil for that, isn't it? In the paper it is red. Timingalam Chardil. Well, Alina, the content, the base of these kind of things is veils. Okay, what I am saying is that why the answer is here. Why the grandmother is so beautiful? Why? She was contented. She was happy. She was satisfied. She was peaceful. She enjoyed peace. She enjoyed satisfaction in her life. Face is the mirror of your mind. Mukham manasinda kannadi, isn't it? Face is the mirror of your mind. If your mind is happy, you will smile. Naurin, if your mind is happy, you will smile. If your mind is not happy, there will be wrinkles on your face. Do you understand? You are not happy. That is why you are not beautiful. Clear? That is why I am the most handsome man. Clear now? What's the point? When your father gave you a Samsung mobile is there? Or Nokia mobile, I don't know, Samsung mobile or Nokia mobile, you demanded for an iPhone. iPhone. You are not satisfied. When your parent bought a laptop for 45,000, you are not satisfied. You asked for a pavilion gaming one, 80,000, 70,000 rupees. You are not satisfied. When your father bought a jeans, you demanded for a better jeans. Satisfaction is not there. How can you be beautiful? You are not contented. Understood? Rahul, understood? You are not happy in what you have. Sometimes we may also express, Mama, Her mother is providing that things because she loves her. That means, Mama, you are not loving me. How many times you have thought of it? You did not say that, Mommy, you are not loving me. You told her, she is loving her. That means you are not loving me. Think about. Mama, Aishwarya's mother loves her very much. Yesterday she brought chicken biryani too. You did not bring chicken biryani to me. That means you do not love me. Mummy can understand this one. Next day, Mummy brought chicken biryani. So now, hey, I don't have a mood. I don't have a mood. You rejected. Is it happening? Is it happening? You never thought of it, isn't it? You never thought of it. That is why you are not beautiful. You are not handsome. Amen. That is why Josie sir is the most handsome man in this world. I proved it. My grandmother, like your grandmother, was an old woman, but my grandmother was pretty and young. Okay? We will see the next. I took 5 minutes or 8 minutes extra. Okay, next we will see in the next class.